Hello everybody and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. So we've just got a load of the logs from the side of our track here and we're going to go to the wood turner first because my thinking is they don't need a lot of wood here, but if we go deliver it and fill it up, when we then come back we should be able to pick up what's left and then take them to our sawmill. So if we just, whoa, look at all our staircase rails, we've got loads. So we just pull in here on the right. It's a very, very heavy load, is that? Right, we will park there. If we jump out, let's see how much of this they will take. It should fill it. 29,999. So if we jump into here, take the straps off, everything drops down again. So I hope we can get what we need in here, because it's looking like a fairly full trailer still. But time will tell. We are going the wrong way here, but if no traffic, don't turn right. Okay, there's traffic, so we'll have to go this way round. So I think the sawmill, not the sawmill, the roller coaster, if we just, I know it's just there, but this will probably be quicker. We can get a load more planks in here. Staircase railings is full. We can get a few planks long. We can get loads of wooden beams, and we can get a little bit of metal. But I don't think it's worth putting metal in. So if we load up with all our products after we've tipped this into our sawmill, we can take everything to the roller coaster, and whatever doesn't sell at the roller coaster, we can either take to the boatyard where we won't get paid until a boat is released, or we can just go to Silverrun Market. I think at the boatyard you need wool and you need fabric, so I don't want to put too much into there just yet, because I have a feeling that if we do put too much in there, obviously we're not getting paid, so until we get fabric and sheep, which we need the land to build sheep on. Which that piece of land I already have earmarked, which if we put this load just into here quickly, so that can go there. So the bit of land that I want to purchase will be 42, which, to be fair, it's not expensive at all. But anyways, we will just get, there's just only a few more. We'll go for this big one first if we can reach. Grab that. It's the thing I love about this trailer and crane, is the reach you have. It's so long, and it just makes it that little bit easier to try and get hold of whatever you need. Although it does stick on the right hand grab for some reason. So just get these, and I think there's only two little bits. We'll try get what we missed out on the last, when we tree planted, we missed quite a few. Ooh. We missed quite a few, well, I think it's one stack of timber. And now for this stack. So if we just unfold the crane again, I think it's easy just to hop out and run back to it. I might just jumped in the tractor again. Okay, it's probably not easier. Let's go back to here. There we go. So we will again just go and get this loaded. We should be able to get it all in. Let's see if we can go for a mega load here. Oops, I folded my seat. So these two, let's twist them round. It doesn't look like they are. Come on. I folded my seat again, that's my bad. Let's try, it shouldn't be too long getting these in. Try and go for these bigger ones if we can get it. Oh, we've got three there, unless that little one's going to drop out. Yeah, oh no, it's sandwiched perfectly in there. That's brilliant. So let's just get that back end over there. Open strap. And then this one, we can just leave this on the grab. Like so. Because I don't know whether we will we'll have to extend right out to make sure we can get into our sawmill like that. Let's fold it up and we will see you at the sawmill. So we'll just get into here. One place I haven't been to thin is to the right hand side of where we've planted all our trees. So that may be a good place to go next to go do it. The only other thing that we may need to do is go to bed, because if we don't, we will struggle loading up with this snow. It's not the, I think it was in Oak Bridge Farm I messed around with a lot of snow. My god, it was hard work, seriously hard work having to do that. Let's just push my crane down a little bit more and reverse in again. And we'll put these in. So we're at 36,000. So let's just pull this out of the way. I think it probably is best to go to sleep. We'll make sure that we have a big load. Well, there'll be a big lot of timber in here to go. If the snow hasn't cleared, we will then look to go into that bit of woodland over there to go do a bit of thinning. So right round the back. And we will, let's jump. We will sleep to 9:30. Well, we certainly have a lot of products. We'll have a lot of staircase railings, hopefully floor tiles, and also metal. So this, to me, seems like it would be the good time to go into a little time lapse of getting these all on our trailer. So this is very exciting. There should be quite a fair bit of money here. And like I say, we've got a massive build-up of stair rails, which they need to be sold. And we've also got, better concentrate, I was doing alright until then. And we've also should have floor tiles and metal to go and sell. So it is going, no! Okay, that'll be okay. So we should be able to make a fair bit of money, and hopefully, all being well, we will be able to buy ourselves our brand new truck. So let's strap them on, let's put our sides up. So 7,000 litres of long planks, we have 9,000 litres of normal planks, and 6,000 litres of wooden beams. Why isn't my truck going? There we go. That took a while to warm up. Well, like I say, if we can buy our very own truck, this will make life a lot easier, and we'll be able to start doing much bigger loads of timber. So this is our first stop. Let's pull into the trigger. We can take the straps off, see what sells. Okay, so all of this I think is going to go to our flooring factory. So we've just made 89,462. Is that right with my guessing there? I don't know. So we'll go to the flooring factory, which is just over here. We can load up with floor tiles, and we can then go get our staircase rails and find out where to sell them. So it's just here on the right. And then I think, can we go around the back of this? So take those straps off. So that is everything sold. This is going to be very, very tight. So we'll just put a shunt in here to get us around the corner. And because we just did such a big load, just did a time-lapse loading, I will just put these on very, very quickly. So we have 6,000 litres of floor tiles. Now we've got to get to our staircase railings, which I think is it the first or... no, this second left. I'm sure they won't mind us just parking like this, and we will get out and we'll get loaded up. So we will just restrap them. We can close that side up, and there's 14,000 staircase rails. So where is the best place to go with these? So staircase rails. So the roller coaster or Silverrun market. So we'll go roller coaster and Silverrun market just for easiness, and then floor tiles. We want to go. The boatyard doesn't pay us, so if we go there, so we have again the roller coaster and Silverrun market. So that does make life very, very easy for us. And this should hopefully get us to the point of where we can buy our own truck. And then once we've got that, we can go sell our metal, and then that should give us our own logging trailer, which that'll be very, very fun if we can achieve all that today. So I don't think there'll be much going in here, but it's always worth putting it in because I'd like to keep this production going. So no staircase rails and 1,100. Oh, is it still taking that? Hold on, let's just keep in there. Okay, no, we'll get that out and we will make our way to the Silverrun market, which fortunately for us, this is why I like to go here, even though the price may not be the greatest. It is just right next to where the roller coaster is, and that's what I want to be focusing on. And then once we're at a point, because we will need buckets and barrels and all that sort of thing. Look at that, 79,029p. So we can now go. That'll be a good tractor to get because they go fast. But we're not going to go for a tractor just yet. We are going to go for this one. We're going to go max horsepower, so that's 270. Are we safety frame? What's the safety frame? Okay, that's on the top. We'll go for a safety frame. Front guard, design 3, design 2, design 1. What was 3 again? Do they get cheaper? No, they're all the same. We'll go design 3 on that. Front mounting. Okay, that's just the lights. And what colour? This is going to be the big one. Do we go for blue? No, don't like that blue. Do we go, should we try 4? What's grey like? I like grey. Grey and black. I think that will do very, very nicely. So, let's buy this. And that leaves us with 41,000. So we can now, if we take this back to the store, we can return this this truck because we don't need it anymore, which will save on leasing fees, and we'll go gather up our brand new one, which you can see just there. This is amazing. I think this was one of the very first, like an early mods on 25. So to be able to now get to this stage where we've got it is brilliant. So we'll pull this to one side, and whilst that is there, vehicles, return, yes please. And now let's go. Oh, that must have rolled a fair amount of distance to get me all the way over here. So let's turn this on. I do like that grey, I'm happy with that. Let's put it onto the trailer. And once we've sold the metal, we will go and buy ourselves. That fits perfect. Once we've sold the metal, we will go and buy ourselves a new logging trailer. There is a lot of metal here waiting for us. So let's just pull to the side like so. We will detach the power finger, and then I think, is it 1, 2, and then Z? Has that given us back to left hand side? Where is it? Z, open. Yeah, okay, brilliant. So we will get on and we'll get all our... That's slightly annoying, but anyways. So let's jump into here and we will get loaded up with our metal and go find the right place to go sell it. destination number 1. Let's pull into here and we can release the straps. 2,227. So I knew it wouldn't need a lot, but we might as well keep it stocked up because I do think it's offering the best price. And now to Silverrun Market, which is offering the second best price, which is something that I really like about the time savings stock check. Obviously it tells you what you've got and what the max value you have in stuff if you needed to sell, but it also puts the prices in order from best price at the top to worst price at the bottom. So let's keep selling this, and there's 152,677. So we want to go have a look now. Let's go to wood transport. So we've got a crane, which is absolutely fine, and then we've got there's our tractor, well, the tractor unit, which I don't really know why they say that because it's a truck, but I'm sure someone will enlighten me. We do have, which is something that I think this is this the one that Giants give you? It's a 4 by 3 meters. I don't want that. 3 by 4, 2 by 6. Okay, so you're still doing, so 6 meters, you'll get 6 meter lengths in there and 6 meter lengths in there. So you would be able to do 12 meters if you wanted to just do full lengths in. And what is, you probably won't be our keen on me using these, but there is times I will do, obviously on camera, I will load everything up by, with cranes and so on. Ooh, trailer hitch. No, just standard. But I think off camera, it will help with the immersion of making it look as real as possible. So that's 15 meters. What is that as close as what we can get the tires? Continental, trailer bog, Continental, so we can only go trailer bog, but I think they're going to be the best ones, and that's 15 meters, so we'll easily be able to cut 12 meter lengths to put them into there. So I am going to buy that 45,000, and the next purchase for that vehicle wise that I would like to do is I would like to get a Fendt, and I would like to get this wood chipper. That's what we're saving up for next, because that's got the crane to feed into it, and then you've got your, how much does it hold? 16,000 litres. It would be nice if there was one, well, there's this one, but you've got to load it by hand. That would be lovely if it had a crane on, then you could just fire it straight into trailers. So we'll leave this at the store for now, which if we leave it just here, we will go get our new logging trailer, and we can look at thinning that little bit that to the right hand side of where we did our trees. So let's load that up, and I think you can unfold these. There we go. So we will take, well, this is here. We'll probably best, we'll cut at the top, and then that can make its way down, and then we can make our way in, and then it'll be very interesting to see what this crane's like. So if we turn this on, we can now get this to the bottom. That's a deadwood tree, so we'll take that one out like so, and if we just pull it back to here, somewhere around here, there shouldn't be too much weight in it with it being dead. And then where that next, oh, I was meant to change these two, so change the length. Where's that? Why 12 meters? We'll do 12, and if that's too much or too little, then we can then go, oh, that's on the railway line, we don't really want that there, do we? So let's just reverse back a bit here. I hope the train doesn't come and just fire that halfway across the map. We will get ourselves onto this tree, like so. Just pull it a bit back over there so that's not hitting the line, and then yeah, we'll get on and do a bit of this. just looking at that, I think, let's just turn this off, and if we fly up and just have a quick look, there is a big opening in here and in here, so it may be worth in time if we were to say from the track, once these have grown, obviously I don't want to do it just yet, but from the track this way, fell all of this, and then this can all go into replanting. And then there's open bits here, there and everywhere, and we also own up here, so we can thin some of the trees out up there. And you couldn't tell really that we've thinned in there, but there is an opening there, so I would say once we've done this side, we will then have to clear fell all of this and then replant. So we should have 3 different plots with different sized trees in. So let's go and find this. Oh, I just turned it off. We will pull this, we'll drive right up to the top and work our way back where we've just been with the harvester, which this could be a bit interesting. And we'll give this crane a go. It's something that I'm very much looking forward to. The only thing is, I just don't know how to do it as of yet. Well, let's try here. So, let's go to that. Let's go, do we have to unfold? Okay, we have to unfold our wagon and crane, but at least doing it like this, we're already in it. Okay. What's happening here? Okay. So let's have, when it gives us a chance, let's have a go at this. It's a 12 metres, probably want to be up there maybe. So let's close the grab on there. I hope this holds them really well. It all depends on how far we can. Okay, we can't really reach that. Oh no, we can. We're going now. So let's just pull that back in slightly and drop down. And open. And we have our first log sit. So we will just have to be very careful with how we grab these, I would have said. Oh, let's lift that up. Down. Let's close on here. And let's go again. It does have a huge reach on it. Let's just twist them around and then we can pull these back in and open up. Ah, brilliant. I like this. Oh, there's a small one there. Can we reach that? That won't be anything special, I know that. Okay, misjudged it by a country mile. Oh, well, let's get that. So if we, to move on, we'll have to fold it back up, which whilst it's folding, can we drive on up? No. So we really need to concentrate on the bigger piles of where stuff is. Is he gonna let me go yet? What am I stuck on? Is he gonna let me what are we stuck on? Right, we're free. So let's pull up 2. I got quite a few over here. It'd be interesting whether the train's hit. Oh, I've hit a stump. That's not good. So we'll get these ones loaded up, and then I think okay, the train's only just hitting that. So we leave that there. Let's unfold, and we'll go back into our crane. And yeah, we'll get this loaded. Well, although we are getting bigger lengths on, so we're technically getting more timber on, that is a lot harder to do with the bigger lengths than it is to do with the smaller ones. It is also a hell of a picture, is that? All that should fill our sawmill for now. And we can do the log transport missions. We'll be very, very good on here, because I know they don't use huge amounts of timber. But we'll get up to the top, which should be fairly easy in this, and I think that will be the end. And in the next episode, we'll look at selling that logging trailer, which we won't get a lot of money back for that, because I think it was only 11,000 when we bought it. So we'll look at selling that. We will most likely get rid of our forwarder, which is a shame, because well, we won't get anything back for that, but there's no point having it just sort of hanging around for no reason. So let's turn this off. We'll go through to here. It says 17,000. If we click that, okay, we had far too much wood, because that is now our production full, which does mean though, however, that we will be able to, let's just take all the straps off. We will be able to, we'll sell this first, we will get rid of the forwarder, and then we can move on to another day, which should mean we'll be able to empty the remainder of our wood into our sawmill. But on saying that, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye for now.